What's up everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Everyday Carp. You are joining myself and Jensen again at Academy Lakes. We are fishing leg 2 at the moment. As you know, I took leg 1 and we're going to do a quick little peg draw and see who gets what peg and see if we can get started.
Okay, I'm happy with that. I got peg 3
and I got peg 4.
Okay, so after an eventful night last night, we had 4 runs on my rods with 0 fish on the bank. I'm finally into my first one and it doesn't feel like a bad one, so let's see what we get. Not one of the monsters that we were expecting, but I mean definitely one of the characters from this venue. Fell to a 16mm Gold Key strawberry pop-up from GT baits. Fished over some hemp and tigers, and that's about it. Chuffed, over the moon. Alright, there we go. A little bit of a better one. On the same spot as the previous fish. It was a 16mm Gold Key strawberry pop-up from GT Baits. Just with a couple of handfuls of hemp and tigers. And she whizzed off, and man was that a fight. Super chuffed with this fish. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run you guys through what we got our fish on. It's all so simple stuff. You guys can also do it. We bought 2 kilos of hemp, 2 kilos of buckwheat, and 2 kilos of tigers from Essential Angling. Everything we got from Shiraz, from S&Z. Thank you for that, Shiraz. The process was actually so simple. So you soak your tigers 48 hours before the cooking. The hemp and the buckwheat you can soak 24 hours before the cooking. And the tigers over here, halfway through the cooking process, which took about an hour and a half, we just added a generous amount of sugar just to create this nice syrup in the liquid. The hemp and buckwheat, also halfway through our process, we added 50 grams of chili flakes to the 4 kilos of dry particle. And I mean, if you smell that, it just smells so lovely. And I mean, if I was a fish, I would not be able to resist this. So it's all such basic stuff that will get you guys fish. It worked for us. I can guarantee you it'll work for you.
Alright guys, so just a quick update on what's happening on my side. It's been a very long and frustrating weekend. We're sitting here on the last morning. The fish haven't really been in my swim. If you look at the entire dam, the fish are more up towards the opposite end. So it's been quite difficult to try and locate and find the fish to fish for them. I did manage to get 1 run, but it seems like Eskom decided to strike on the Dalcums, and the Dalcum's battery died last night and I missed the run. So by the time I picked it up this morning, it had already snagged me, and yeah, it's just been frustrating from the start to the end, but we've still got a couple hours left, so hopefully we can still pick up a fish or 2 and then get back into this thing.
Okay guys, I'm going to quickly take you through my presentation that I used to get those 2 fish. Nothing fancy. I used a spinner rig The components that I used was hybrid stiff from Corda, crimped. The hook that I used was a size 6 Hexcape from Carp. Lovely hooks, nothing wrong with them. The hook bait that I used was a Gulky strawberry pop-up in a size 16mm, and it's all from GT and Carp. And that's it. That's about it that I used. Alright, so it's the last morning of our session. As you can see, me and my swim. And luckily for me, I got onto the fish. Second morning, it was a quick change of approach, and I think that's what got me all the fish. So we were fishing all the way there in the opposite margin, and we kept seeing the fish just bosh a couple of meters, just a couple of meters short the whole time. So I went out and I dropped about 20 meters from the opposite margin, and it wasn't 20 minutes and the rod absolutely whizzed off. And I mean, when I say it whizzed off, it was one constant fight. And we got that fish in the net, took photos, absolute lovely ghosty. And we went back out, dropped it on the exact same spot, handful of tigers, two handfuls of hemp and buckwheat. And I didn't even get a chance to go sit down on my chair, and it whizzed off again. And that was that nice 10 point something. So I've had a good session so far. Again, it's just location. But I see John Ray's on the right spots now, so let's hope he gets one.
Okay guys, so it looks like the session has ended in a blank for me. Doesn't look like much is happening out in my swim at the moment still. So I did manage to get one run. The one run that I did manage to get was on a Loops and Booms Combi Link setup. I used a Hexcape size 6 with a small little kicker, and then the bait presentation was a single tiger nut and a Gulky's strawberry pop-up on top of it, and it sits nice and flush. It's nicely critically balanced, and yeah, that's what got me the run. Unfortunately for the dead battery in the Dalcom, we didn't manage to hear the alarm go last night, but that's how things go. That's why it's called fishing and not catching. Alright guys, so that brings us to the official end of leg 2. Congratulations to Jensen. He takes leg 2, keeping the competition neck and neck. So yeah, that means we'll be back for leg 3 in the new year. We'll be at it again early in the new year. I think we're just going to take the time, go spend some time with family now over the festive period, and hit the fishing hard again next year.
Yeah, thank you for watching everybody. I hope you guys have a very festive season, a jolly Christmas, and a great new year. Just look after yourselves, and those who are lucky enough to hit the bank of this festive season, enjoy it as much as you can.
We just want to take a quick moment to thank everybody who supported the channel thus far. It's been a really intense journey so far. I can only imagine where we're going to end up in the next 2 or 3 years, and I think it's really going to be a crazy journey. And we just want to thank everybody who's supported us, the shops, Shiraz, thanks. SNZ's been a huge help. If you're looking for advice, products, there's everything in one little store. It's the biggest littlest store that you'll find in the country, and we just want to give a huge shout out to GT Baits. Cara and the baits are just next level. Carp, the end tackle, is really keeping us on our toes. It's just next level sharp. There's never been a failure of the terminal tackle, and it's always stood strong for us, so which is really great to see in products, and
in local products especially.
Yes, it's really great to see the local scene competing with the international scene, and at better prices as well. So I think that's really something that's great for the future.
And if this is the first time that you're viewing this channel, please go ahead and watch the first leg especially. That's a great video. And if you want to enter the competition, please go down in this description. There will be a link. Please follow that link.